Hello, everyone. Okay, so we started the recording of the session, so anyone who want can find the session recording in the following days from the community page you just registered to. So, hello, and thank you for joining this today's session. The session is called Integrate GenAI Capabilities within UiPath Demos and Use Cases. It's a UiPath community event, so it's not an event strictly related to the product presentation per se. It's more of a, let's say, a joint event in which people that uses UiPath and are mostly developer, but also UiPath enthusiasts come together and share their experience and vision, vision on UiPath products. So yeah, I'm Stefano Negro. I'm the senior automation developer at Boundaryless Group. I'm also 3 times UiPath MVP, and I'm the community organizer for the chapter of Turin in Italy. Here with me, I have my colleague and friend, Flavio Martinelli. So if you want to
Hi, everyone.
introduce.
Hi, everyone. I'm Flavio Martinelli. I'm working as a technical account manager at UiPath since this year. And I was a UiPath MVP in the 2023. And I'm leading the chapter in Rome. So I welcome everyone. Please go on, Stefano.
Okay, so this is started as a session made for the Italian community, but since we got the insight that it was a really interesting topic, we decided to do it in English and also open it to all the viewers from everywhere in the world. So this session will be held in English for that. We try to keep the session as more active as possible. So this is the agenda for today. We just have a quick introduction. That is actually the one that we're doing right now. Then we'll have a quick, let's say, theoretical background of what are the GenAI activities within UiPath. We also focus on the GenAI activity package, which is the component that has the pre-built activities in UiPath. And after that, we'll show some of the demos that we have prepared and are use cases that actually are used in real life scenarios. After that, we'll have, if we still have time, some minutes of Q&A, but if any of you have some questions, feel free to write in the chat while we are speaking. So we will try to answer it right now. Also, if you want, you can unmute just to ask question. I'll just ask for the moment to keep you all muted. So because we are kind of many persons, so but if you have any question, feel free to ask us whenever you want. Now we'll start with just a little bit of view of what you currently have on the GenAI. So I'm activating the poll right now. If you will scan the QR code or just join the website and put the name, you'll sorry, this is the correct. You'll see what is the poll in which you can write whatever you want. In particular, if you have a potential use case where you could see GenAI implemented, or maybe some case that you are actually using GenAI right now, or you wish you will use in the future. And so we have like an overview on what all of you is thinking about using GenAI within real life scenarios, and we see if it matches on what we have prepared right now. I'll give you some minutes to type your answer, then we can go on.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that some answers are still coming. I think, Flavio, we can start. We can go
Okay.
on with the presentation.
Yeah, maybe at
You can
at the-
continue typing, and then we'll check the answers in a few minutes.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining. So today we will speak a little bit about GenAI, but in particular AI and GenAI in UiPath. So just a quick overview on the UiPath journey. So we started a little bit before than 2018, but in 2018 we published our computer vision. And as you can see, during all these years up until today, we always focused on develop our AI journey. So we developed low-code apps, testing up until our GenAI activities and our newborn autopilot. So we are investing a lot as a company in AI because I don't want to say it's the future because probably it's already the present of our job and our market. So we as market leaders in RPA and AI are still continue to invest a lot of money and a lot of effort in this particular topic, as you can see from this chart. So this is a chart that I don't know, always scares me. As you can see, this is a timeline from starting back in 1998, and this chart is showing how much time AI took to surpass the human performances. So you can see that, for example, it took like 20 years for the handwriting recognition to be better than us humans, and then, for example, for the image recognition, the curve seems a little bit higher. And what scares me, or what surprised me a lot, and I spoke already with Stefano and other friends about this, is, as you can see, these little curves appear on the right of the chart. So the code generation, common sense completion, and content generation, it took only less than 1 year to surpass us in our performances. So what does it mean? Are we gonna be replaced by the AI? I don't think so. Well, not everywhere at least, but we are going towards a world in which AI will be an help to our lives. So we will work side by side with AI agentics, and probably this will free us from some basic jobs and some ordinary tasks, and this will help us a lot. And I think that maybe we will see this later from the pool, that all of us are already using some sort of AI to perform common tasks and common and not common tasks during our daily job. So I just wanted to show you this chart because I think it's crazy. So speaking about AI automation in our platform, just some pointer, no. So we start from something, so business. So we have a context outside our platform that is made by document, communication, data, processes, people. And at the end, so on the other side of our platform, an input, of course, generates an output. So this output can be performed on a UI via APIs or via, of course, the human in the loop. So how UiPath connects these two dots with our products. So with all the products that you know, document understanding, communication minings, all the AI products that are all UiPath products that are using our AI. But which kind of AI? Well, we can work both with generative AI that, generative AI is like, for example, OpenAI, ChatGPT. So one AI that is trained of a big amount of data, but lots of sort of data, so it's not specialized. So this AI can help us in a generic task, but for example, and we will see later on during this meeting, if we train our model to recognize, for example, invoices or particular invoices, the performance of a specialized model are much more higher than a generative model, because of course that AI model is being trained with a lot of data of that specific content. And everything of course in our platform is behind and is protected by our AI trust layer. So everyone can feel free to train their data on UiPath, because we take care of it, and we don't do any kinky stuff with your data. So, but why we use generative AI or AI in general? Well, for three particular topics: to supercharge our productivity, to enhance our quality, and to automate more. What does it mean? It means that we can use AI. I don't see if you see my mouse, but we can use AI, of course, for speed up our coding skills. So we can help. We can use GenAI to ask a robot or someone in the internet, so some AI agent to code a web page, and he can do it very fast without the need of training. And this can help us, of course, to realize something with less time. But we can, of course, use AI to read data from images and read data from documentation, and train them to extract more precise data. And so this will help us to reduce the risk in our jobs. And of course, automate more. Why? Because some use cases that, for example, when I started back in 2017, were impossible to automate. Now with AI, and particularly with GenAI, are possible, because we can basically transform unstructured data to structured data. And everyone knows that robots likes to work with structured data. So Stefano, I don't know if you want to add something on these points.
Yeah, I think you said pretty much everything. I just add that there are already some questions in the chat, which I'm checking. Actually, the first one was regarding what you just said before, with respect of how it's used the client data within UiPath. And so I think you already answered that, but we'll see also in a few more slides regarding the context grounding in
Okay.
depth. And also another question, which is what model, GenAI model UiPath basically uses. And I think we'll see that during the live demos, but actually there are a few models. To give you the short answer, there are a few models for which you can select directly when you use the GenAI activities, but we'll see that more in the demos. So yeah, you can go on.
Okay, so just a quick view. So this is just what we just said. No, having specialized model helps you to deep dive in your data without the needs of training. So we have some pre-built model to analyze our documentation and our communication across some industries and domains. And of course, our models are always in active learning. So we can teach the model how to work better, but the model can tell us how to train themselves. So I don't know if any of you have some experience with communication mining, or for example, document understanding in the newest version. They tell us where they need some training, and it's crazy. So it's like the AI that's it's telling us how to train them. So yeah. I think it's crazy. So, but speaking about specialized model. We just introduced, and we will see later about the context grounding. But what is context grounding? So basically, this is a common flow. So we have a question around GenAI, and we will ask, for example, about some topics in the GenAI to a generative model, and it will probably answer with some serious answers, but that are very generic, because probably the model is not trained on, for example, my company security handbook. So they don't know our rules and our particular techniques to avoid, for example, cyber attacks. So it will give me generic answers that cannot be maybe satisfy me 100%. But what happens if we introduce in the GenAI our information? And what it means that I can tell my GenAI to give me an answer based on some information that he can search in particular documentation. So what is the benefit of it? The benefit, of course, will be that I will receive, answers that are related to my company, that are more specific, and we will see later. For example, we made a couple of demos giving some context to our GenAI, and it will take information from the documentation that they trained on, and it will give the more precise and more related to the context answers. Okay, so basically, how does it work on grounding? We give this through the UiPath AI Trust Layer. We feed the model with the information that can comes from documents, CSV files, PDF, etc. When we use then the GenAI will make a query on this context grounding, and it will search and will try to understand if it can use some of this information to give me a constructed answer. And so it will always be a loop. So in which the model train itself using the context that I gave them. So what does it mean? We already told about the context grounding. So we take business data inside our platform, and this help us. Oh, sorry. So we take the animation. Sorry, the animation is not working.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah. So we take business data in our context. These business data are ingested and analyzed by our LLMs. These LLMs then it's become ready for our business, and so we can use GenAI to interrogate and make questions, and it will provide more and more precise answers. So at the moment, these are the activities that are found that you can use in our UiPath Studio. There are many. For example, content generation, in which you can give a prompt and ask UiPath to generate an answer based on one of the models that we will see. We can, for example, even exclude sensitive data through the PII detection. There are other things that we will show you today. For example, the language translation, language detection, the PII detection. So the PII is for the personal identifiable information and protected health information. What does it mean? It means that the robot and the AI model basically can understand if you are sending them sensitive data, and it can anonymize them automatically. And there are a lot of fields that it can automatically detect, for example, personal information like name, surname, the sex, something related to finance. Stefano, am I correct?
Yeah, exactly. Also account numbers, personal ID, like for example, bank numbers and everything. Most of the things related to health and safety and also finance can be actually detected. So it's pretty powerful.
And today, at least in my demos, I will use, for example, even categorize, in which you can give them something to read, and you can define with a prompt some categories, and it will automatically detect which one. Of course, it will read, understand, and try to make an hypothesis on which is the category of that particular message. And we will see, I think, funny example on the signature comparison, in which we can send the GenAI 2 images, and it will give us in return a score and a reason for that particular score. I'm speaking about signature, so I will show you later on in the demo. And Stefano, I don't know if you will use other of these activities today.
Yeah, well, actually, I was just want to highlight that these are just some of the activities that are actually available right now, because UiPath, as you may know, it's really fast and efficient on creating new activities and make them available. So I think at the end of this month or in early November, there will come out brand new activities. And there are some activities which are in public preview right now, so they are not stable in an official way, but they are already available. Like, for example, there is the image analysis one, which is not present in this list, but it's actually already available for just, I think, a couple of weeks. And for example, that one you will see in one of our demos regarding check of image of signals of check verification tools. So yeah, there are a lot of activities.
Sorry. Okay, I think that we can skip the benefit because we already spoke about this. And yeah, I think we can go directly to the demo. I don't know if you want to take a couple of minutes to read some of the answer in the pool.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to share the screen, Stefano?
Yeah, I can share
Okay.
the screen. Okay, you should be able to see my screen. So these are some of the questions that have been provided.
It's funny because the medical field is one of the demos from today.
Yeah, it's exactly, we are starting good. Yeah.
This is just a disclaimer to set the expectation, because I'm seeing a lot of questions. So guys, these activities are pretty new. Even if I work in UiPath, it's new even for me. So we made a very easy demo, funny demo, and take them as they are. So it's like easy demo to make a showcase of the activities. And we don't have all the answers because we are here, me and Stefano, mostly as a UiPath passionate, more than UiPath, more than expert in RPA expert. So we will show some activities, and I hope that you will enjoy. And we can try to answer some questions, but some of them probably we don't have an answer because I just had the chance to today morning to test some of those activities. So just to set the expectation, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Don't expect that
Esatto,
anything will
exactly.
work, because also as I said before, these activities are brand new and are being updated almost daily. I found out that I created a demo last week and it was working in a way, and this week worked differently, better,
Yes,
but different. So we have to set this thing. in
But
that way.
even because they expect that sometimes an answer will come in a way and another time for the same things, you will receive another answer because we are speaking about probabilistics. So
Yeah, exactly.
I made some example, and if you try the same thing twice, sometimes you might receive a different answer. So
Yeah.
it can happen. So Stefano, do you want to start with the demo? We can do one demo for you, one demo for me, or you can.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
mine is already here, so we can go on right away. By the way, I was reading some of the answer while we were talking, and actually are all good ideas to use within GenAI. Then I'll see that there are other questions in the chat. I'll just show this demo, and then we can go on with more questions. So this demo is the GenAI check verification tool, as I call that. It's as we say, the really simple demo just to show how it can be used. It can be used GenAI within UiPath. So in our example, I will upload some images of checks. These are 3 checks that I just are obviously not real check, but can be similar to the one that we utilize every day. As you can see, there are some information. And what does the automation do? If I click process image, it will start an unattended automation that will run in the background. Actually, as you can see from the icon, it's been running right now on my computer. It will utilize the image analysis GenAI tool to extract information regarding the check. In this case, it extracts the name, the date, the amount, the reason, so the description, and also it checks if the signature that is shown here has the same name of the check. And it gives you the analysis regarding the signature. So this is done without having to instruct any ML tools and without utilizing document understanding. So we don't have to create any document understanding or machine learning, any of that. For example, I just try uploading another signature, another check. In this case, it's a different check, as you maybe have seen briefly. It has the name is different from the signature, so that is been done on purpose just to try the automation and see what it says, and extract the data just as before, and then it say that the signature is this name, which does not correspond to this name. So it has correctly identified which is the signature. These, as I said, these are really, really fast and quick demo, but it's an example of what can be done by utilizing the GenAI tool. So, do you want to show one view, or can I go with the other one?
Yes, I don't know who is writing on the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a way to.
I'll check if it's possible to remove it.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I have disabled it, so we should be fine. Maybe I'll
Stop sharing and reshare. Maybe
yeah,
it will fix
exactly.
it.
Okay, now it should be fine.
Okay. You go for the next. This one is nice. So
Yeah,
which activity did you use in this one? Signature?
yeah, I can show it right now because
Yeah, so you
it's
can show the content generation. So
yeah,
just to reply to the guys that were asking about the model.
exactly. This is I utilize this activity, which is the image analysis, as I said before. It can be utilized right away from the studio. I just used the UiPath apps just to show that it's possible to launch the automation from UiPath apps. But actually, it's really easy to use it, as you can see. And also, to answer a question that we had before, we can select what model to use within every GenAI activity just from here. These are the models that are available. They are different based on the version of the activity package that you have. And I think also in the future more models will be made available. But there are already some models available different, so you can also try to use different models with same prompts and check by yourself which are the best output that you get. And for the prompt, it's just a really simple prompt that asks to extract the data that we need and also check the signature. And finally, just put the file in directly to the activity, and it will return those response that we just show.
Okay.
I'll just get some of the questions because I think that there
Do
are
you want me
some.
to share, Stefano?
Okay, if you can. Okay, if you want, you can share. Meanwhile, I'll answer the questions while we are faster. Okay, one of
Yes.
the questions
Yeah,
is
I'm seeing that there are a lot of questions about the security. Look, guys, this is something that is related to the AI trust layer. So on the documentation that I showed you before, but you can see other here, you can enable and disable through automation ops all the security stuff. And using AI trust layer, so our AI trust layer ensure that your data are never stored outside the UiPath nor are used by the third-party model, sorry.
Yeah.
But if you want more specific questions, so we can try with Christina maybe to create to make a webinar with someone in UiPath specific on this topic. So we are here today only to make a showcase of the activities. But I can understand that you some of the questions are related to this. Maybe just this is for Christina. Maybe we can set up a particular webinar on this topic with someone from from our colleagues in the security, because I think that this is a good topic that I cannot answer all the questions because
no, this is one of the most common queries we
yeah.
have when involving like generative AI integrated with UiPath. This is one of the most common questions we get also. I know we have some pretty strong safeguards in place, but we will try to maybe build a future session for you to understand like how security goes when using these specific models. And yeah, you will see it most probably in the global chapter, and we'll let you know. We have dedicated colleagues in UiPath who can surely explain this much better than we do. But as Flavio showed you, you also have some security options there in the documentation portal.
Thank you, Christina. Okay, so I will go with my first example. So I made 3 emails. So I'll show you one. So imagine that these emails are sent to a customer service back office of a energy company. So for example, this one is saying, thank you, your service is great, blah, 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 blah. And this other one is instead is a complaint, and it's in Italian. So you see there are some data from the customer, and it's complaining a lot, and etc. So what is the use case? So when I go on admin AI trust layer, so I go on context grounding, I created a new index called solar energy. What is solar energy? I asked, of course, a GenAI to create an history for solar energy. Okay, so I just upload this PDF file that contains some of this history of solar energy, their customer care model, so some context. Okay, so then I made of course the context grounding is attached to a storage bucket in the orchestrator. Okay, I think you can. I'm not sure, so take this as possible. I think that you can use even other storage bucket, not only directly in the only the one in the orchestrator. But I'll have to check. For this example, I used the storage bucket in the orchestrator. So what is the use case? I'll get the new email, of course, from that inbox. Then I will use the activity language detection. Okay, so I will give them the body and I will get an output variable that will give me the language. Then I will make a sentiment analysis. Okay, so the sentiment analysis, for those who are used to work with communication mining, is something that we can do even in communication mining. So you can, the AI can understand if someone is angry, someone is happy, or it's neutral. So I will give them the body of the email, and I will get. You see, there are a lot of output, but I just need the overall sentiment. Now, all these output, most of them are in string. So I will get through regex the value of the sentiment. And then that's another activity. I will categorize the email. So you see, I will send them the body. Then I have created categories, 3 categories. So this is, sorry, it's in Italian because I made it in Italian, sorry. So this is a complaint, this is email to say thank you, and this is a ticket of support. So as you can see, it's a simple prompt. After the robot found the category, I will ask the content generation. With this prompt, I will translate. So my prompt is this one. Answer to this email saying that you are Mario Rossi with this ID number. This is the sentiment analysis, so please answer in a dedicated way. This is the body of the email. This is the language. And I added, for example, don't add useless sentences from the context grounding and use the HTML tags, okay? And in the system prompt, I'm saying you are Mario Rossi from Solar Energy, a lot of years of experience, you can manage the problems, and you are very kind and comprehensive. And then I will reply to the email, okay? So this is the use case. I will run it. And let's see how it will reply. It should reply on my work email, but we will see the sent items just to avoid to show particular emails. Okay, so he found that the first email is in English. Check the right bottom here. Now it will go for the sentiment analysis, very positive. In fact, the first email was a compliment one, exactly, email di ringraziamento. And now he's generating the body. For those who doesn't know, this is a package that is possible to download from the marketplace. It's called attended robot status. It's help you to show messages here. And for those who were asking me, the package to use the GenAI activities called integration service activities. Okay, so let's see the answer. Okay, as you can see, dear Roger, thank you for your. My name is Mario Rossi. I'm thrilled to hear the delightful and we strive. So you can see that he replied in a polite way, and it took and he replied point by point. For example, about the technician that visited his home, and he put Mario Rossi, customer care specialist, the ID number. So it worked. Let's see just a quick another example to see if it will reply in Italian to. Okay, to this email. This is already unread. My bad. So we found that it's in Italian. It should take very negative. Okay. This is a complaint. Okay, and now it's writing the reply. Oh, sorry. So let's see. You see, it answered in Italian. It says, "I'm Mario Rossi from Solara Customer Care. I'm sorry about the invoices for May and June that was found here." So this was just an example of how we can use a mix of all those activities to, for example, for a customer care, no? Because if I receive an email like this and I didn't know about anything about the GenAI and UiPath, for me, this is a human that answered me. So this was my first use case. Ste, faccio vedere al volo gli altri due?
Yeah,
Sono veloci?
okay. In the meantime, I'll just answer some of these questions because I've seen most of the questions are related to the how much does it cost to run all of this.
Nice question.
That's a good question, and we didn't specify it before. If you want, you can answer directly.
I don't have the answer, nor is my role. But I know that it consumes AI unit.
Yeah,
but I don't know how much.
Yeah, I can say that for the moment, every activity that is in public preview or also private preview, if you are part of a private preview, are free. So if you want to try them right now, you can, and you won't spend anything. And yeah, when they will be generally available, they will consume AI units, but when they will be generally available, they will let you know how many AI units will be consumed.
Okay, so this is.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
you
Stefano.
can go on. No, yeah, I was saying you can go on. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a quick example similar to the one that Stefano showed you. So this is my signature, and this is my signature. Sorry, my signature is not so good. This is even my signature, and this is Stefano and a custom signature. So this is MIB scammed app. So I will just upload to signature, and let's see. Oh, sorry. And let's see the result. So my signature and my other signature. Let's see. I will have to reload the app because, sorry, I forgot to put something to go back. So this is running a job that is using the signature verification activity. The output will be a score and a reason. So the similarity score is 95. They are both my signature, and you can see there is all a reason because they are similar. I don't know, very specific stuff about the line quality, pressure, speed. Let me just rerun quickly the app, and then we will try with mine and with Stefano one. So mine and Stefano. Let's see. Let's see if I can steal your money, Stefano.
Good luck with that. I'll have to have money first. So. In the meantime, there were also a couple of questions asking if we could share the code after this. I think, Christina, it's possible in some way to share the code in the community. Otherwise, I don't know.
Okay, seems like that our signatures are very similar. This is all the reason. But yeah, 75, I don't know if it's okay or not, but I think it's taking in charge, like, I don't know, the quality. Well, of course, the disclaimer is always don't trust always totally AI. It's still probabilistic. Okay, last one for me, and then I'll get the answer and you can take the stage. So this is still with context grounding. I uploaded here another things. It's called PharmaMed. In PharmaMed, I uploaded two CSV file like this one, two CSV file that contains patient data. Okay. So name, surname, date of hospitalization, and diagnosis. Let me keep it open because I don't remember the name in English. And this is a list of doctor and specialization. Okay. So what we will try to do. Let's take, for example, appendicitis. So I made an app. I will give them, imagine this is like a triage app. So I will give them Flavio Martinelli, and my diagnosis is appendicitis. So what it will do the robot. It will search our context grounding to understand if we have historical data of cases of appendicitis, and it will try to understand if one of our doctor can heal us, basically. I asked the prompt that created those data to not have 100% covered doctors and their diagnosis, so we might receive even no doctors found. So let's see. Okay, as you can see, the robot found person 33. This is the PII filtering. So if you see, the robot doesn't show me the. Can you hear me, Stefano?
Yeah.
Stefano, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, because my connection is not found any. Sorry, but he didn't found any doctor. Now, the question is, and I don't know if there is or who heal the appendix, but we can try with the hypertension, for example. So here are the oncologists, neurologists, endocrinologists, plastic surgeon. So I don't know who can heal the appendix, but let's try with another thing. Let's try with the hypertension. Okay. But this was even to show you that he searched inside my databases, the database that I gave them. I gave the context grounding, and it didn't show the custom data, basically. Let's see if we get a doctor for the hypertension. Okay, a lot of people with hypertension, but still no doctor found. So, well, I don't know. Maybe it was working before, but maybe my prompt must be modified. Let's say the last test, and then I leave you to you, Stefano. Sorry. Oh, okay. Finally, we have a doctor for the migraine. So as you can see, if he searched in both of the document and this is the file that I provide to the AI trust layer. So Stefano, up to you. I will try to check the answers here.
Okay. Yeah, there are a couple of questions on the context grounding. I'll quickly share because actually they're asking regarding the chatbot. So yeah, I'll go on with this. So you should see my screen right now. It's on a video which is also available on YouTube. I think I can send you the link after, but I'll quickly show you how it's working. So this is a real case. We actually implemented it in my company for an insurance client that is currently using it. So it's a nice example of how can be used GenAI with real cases, even not so simple, but mostly complex ones. So it's possible, as Flavio also said during the initial presentation, to retrieve data from many different things. So it can be from apps, from activities, so spying data from website, or for the assistant. Then all these data are loaded into the predefined actions, so in sort of ingested within the framework, and then it's possible to ask questions. These questions are same exactly as using the prompt with the GenAI activities, and based on different question types, it's possible to do different things. So if a question can be answered directly by the GenAI, it will be answered that, also using the context grounding and giving the response. In other cases, it will be possible to also trigger jobs. So it's possible to create a framework like the one that we just created, to let the automation decide to trigger other automations within the same framework, and so to provide the answer to the users, and otherwise do many different other different tasks. So this is the theoretical part. After that, same as the other tasks, it's possible to use all this data to give it back to the user, or to do other activities, like for example, injecting the data within the other automations or external portals. So it's done exactly the same as similar to the RE framework with UiPath. With the difference that inside it uses context grounded, it uses the predefined GenAI activities, and it's also possible to launch other application. And it can be used with apps or with a chatbot. In this case, it's used with a chatbot that is not other than an assistant on the personal computer. So it's possible to give a questions, like the one that you see on the up in the upper part of the screen. It automatically checks within using the GenAI activities to all the data that it has inside. There can be data ingested with context grounding, or data used by generally GenAI activities, so for general purpose, or also by launching other processes to check the data, like for example with if the company has an internal ERP, it's possible to maybe launch an external automation to use some actions within the ERP and provide the output. And this is all done within the framework. So the answer is all of this. And it can be used internally by the customer service department, or externally by clients that refer to the customer service. So it can be used by both. It also gives confidence rate, the citation, so where the response has been coming from, and it's possible then to use these to provide the data to customers or to clients in a more fast and responsive and also correct way. So this is just an example of how we have used that. It's, as I said, is for a customer service is in an insurance company, but just by changing the context grounding and the data that is actually checking, it's possible to use it in any department on any content that you want. So I think we just have 2 minutes left. So I think we can.
Yeah, they asking about the if you can show the chatbot, or sorry, I was writing the reply. This was the example of the chatbot.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 chatbots. I think if we have time,
yeah.
I can show you
Because
also
someone
the
someone is
HR.
asking about this one, so it would be
Okay. So this was actually using a type of chatbot. This is the other type of chatbot, which is really simple in respect of the one that I just showed. And this is an example of an HR chatbot, let's say. It always uses context grounding because it extracts data from 3 different data types that have been ingested. It gets data from laws, which I just downloaded the PDF with most US laws and uploaded in the context grounding. The other type is the code of conduct, which is internally for the company. And I just created a mock-up code of conduct that can be used by the HR to check data in regard of the company. And finally, the employees, which is a list of all the CVs of the employees that in which the HR can use to extract data regarding the employees. Like, for example, if we use this question and ask to extract the employee which is skilled in Python with the lowest salary, we select employees and we submit, and then it will use the context grounding part to extract data regarding what we just asked. I will specify that in this case, I select the argument just to show you that there are 3 different context grounding, but it's also possible to just put everything in one context grounding if we have one just for one chatbot, and it will work exactly the same. So as you can see, it answered my question, and it also shows where did it get the answer, which is from the employees PDF. That is the one that we just uploaded. We can also see that this thing has been detected as a personal information, which was the sex of the individual, and has been not shown. Actually, then there is the name, which is fine because it's coming out from the file. So in that case, it's not useful, but it's just showing that it's correctly checking what is the sex. So for example, if I ask another question, just the last one, then we can go to the answer. This is the type of the code of conduct type. So we can change the argument, submit the question, and let's see if it finds the answer. In this case, we found the answer about welcome advances, necessary to address the situation, so on and so forth. And so that's the correct answer that is has gotten from the file that we uploaded.
okay. Nice. This was very good, very nice. Okay, I think we ended just in time.
Yeah, I think so. I've seen that there are many questions about sending the code. I'll check if it's possible to send. If not, you can check with us directly. I think sorry, I will share again my screen so you can see.
Yeah, you can write us on LinkedIn without any problem.
So these are the 2 links for our community chapters, Torino and Rome. These are our address, so you can write with us if you need any more information regarding what we just talked, or also on LinkedIn. You can.
Stefano,
I don't have
can you
the
please
link.
copy paste them in the chat as well?
Yeah.
Since that's easier for them to pick them up. Thank you. So you can, if you have not joined yet the Rome or the Torino chapters, you can join now to be updated to following sessions. And if you want to contact Stefano or Flavio with any of the questions directly, you can do it at the emails they nicely provided. They kindly provided today.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will also share the LinkedIn right.
Okay, so I'm checking if there are any other questions that we can answer right now, even if you are a few minutes late. But yeah, we're Italian, we are always late, so that's fine.
I just put even our LinkedIn in chat. So please add us and we can have a chat. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Me and Stefano, we make events, but we are very passionate about this. And we should put the disclaimer that we love UiPath. Don't take us too seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
we
I
don't
see
have all the answer, but we'll help you.
So many questions, very specific.
That's most of the question that I seen. It's also the question that we still have. But as I said, these are quite brand new activities. So some of them I think will be updated in next few weeks, a month or so, and you will have most of the question by then.
And if you, just to leave us, and if you have some use cases and some ideas, maybe share with us. Maybe we can make a new event in which we can invite you and we can discuss about the use case. We can create a demo dedicated to that particular use case. Of course, that must be something that it's accessible from our laptop. For example, on your dedicated SAP, it will be difficult, but maybe it's an idea even if you want to join us and we can have all together a new event.
That would be great, and that's a reminder also for everyone that the UiPath community chapters are open also for external input. So any of you can become a speaker on the UiPath community chapters. So if you have a proposal or a demo in mind, just contact Stefano or Flavio for Torino or Rome chapters, and we'll see what we can put together, and we can even put it in another chapter, one of the global ones as well, if the session is valuable and can be held in English. And as to the remaining questions, I think a good plan for us at this point, because I see there is a lot unanswered yet, we will do a chat export, save these questions, and we'll go back with them to our colleagues and see what can we do about the pipeline for the next sessions, maybe to solve some of them, as it seems there are some dilemmas also on our side as well. So maybe it will be very helpful also for us to build a solid pipeline for the next sessions we would like to present to you and to answer these questions. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Stefano. Thank you, Flavio, for the great sessions today. I see the feedback was amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, it seems like you really enjoyed it. It was obvious. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Grazie, arrivederci.